The simplest way I could probably put it is, if you've seen the movie Moneyball with Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill, he's pretty much Jonah Hill a little bit. Look where that fairway is, it's left of that.
Oh yeah, pretty right. Nice, Billy. Straight down the middle. The number one thing I do for a team is keep them efficient. A tour player's only got X amount of time to practice. He's only got X amount of time of energy. It's my job to make sure that he's spent in the right direction. As long as it's not too bad for the back right.
Back right one.
Yeah.
You can be somewhat aggressive to the back right one.
Yeah.
Be really good for the back right one day.
Yeah, perfect.
He is breaking down a course, looking at current data, the way the course is playing that week and maybe in the past, to decide how we attack certain holes or play away from certain trouble on holes.
If we can get through the first three in the even here.
Yeah, always.
Always the key you learn this.
Yeah.
Let's just get some chips from.
Yeah.
I used two different sets of data, if you like. I look at the player's statistical data, how well he putts, how well he drives, how well he chips. And then I look at the actual course data, where people have made birdies from, where they've made bogeys from, to put together a plan to give them the best possible information they can actually get. No.
Yeah.
No, or no.
Long?
You understand?
Better than short.
Yeah, but no, we looked at it yesterday, that's thicker as well.
Oh. Was it Horty?
That'll do, that works.
We've been here now, this is our fourth time, so we understand what the course is expecting of a golfer. You know, a lot of the practice rounds, you know, playing the holes this morning and just getting a feel for how the course is playing.
Perfect there.
Is it firmer than last year? Is it softer than last year? You know, what's the rough like? Is it longer? Then that dictates or may change a play into a hole or off a tee. From there, what we do in our practice is knowing the certain areas that we need to work on to be successful. A good grasp and controlling the driver off the tee. Working on certain irons, distances, wedge shots that we're going to have through the week. So the practice is more efficient and we're not out here longer than we need to be.
Nice, mate. Lovely. We have some set drills that we do every week. It doesn't matter what the tournament is. It gives the player a bit of self-belief. If they do the drills well, then they're set to play this tournament. Right. And I think that's one of the biggest things out here. I see a lot of guys wasting a lot of time, a lot of effort doing the wrong things. But if you stay efficient over the course of the year, then that really adds up. A hole like this, which I think last year was the fourth farthest hole. So we take more of a defensive mindset into the green. Obviously fairway's a big deal here, but when we go into the green, really par's our friend. So we play a little bit more defensive. Very nice.
We're looking at if there's trouble on either side of the fairway, what side to be, favor. And then you're looking at from the pin location, where is the best spot to air if you are a little off.
Every player's got like a DNA of their game. Very few players are strong through the back, very few. So you look at a player, you look at their strengths and weaknesses, but one of the key things I personally focus on is making sure they play into their strengths. So with Billy, he's got three core strengths of his game: straight driver, good wedge player, very, very good putter. Billy's pretty much in the top 25 putting every year. So I always try and make sure that their strengths continue to stay their strengths, because that's the reason they've got on tour in the first place. Or straight. Yeah.
Depending on how well I feel about my game, how well I'm striking the ball, changes how aggressive I can be with shots into the green. Like if I'm hitting it really good, I got control of my golf ball. I know I can be probably a little more aggressive at certain pins. If I'm not hitting it well, then I'm more or less just trying to be smart, try not to take on too many shots, you know, and just keep the big numbers off this card. If you're not on with your game, that's when I think the data is the most important, because it can give you the benefit of where I can miss it and get away with stuff and still make a score and still shoot a good round of golf, even without feel like I'm playing that well or hitting that well.
About 4 years ago, I kind of devised this like strokes game putting drill. The winner this week will make between 80 and 90 footer putts a day. So the drill you see us doing, I kind of try and replicate run rounds with a putting.
Well done.
There you go. And I give him a number, so the number is to try and make 85 feet of putts within this drill we're doing. Oh, there's your 20.
There's one.
It just gives us kind of a baseline to see where he's putting at. If he hits the drill, I know, you know, he knows where he is with his putting, and, you know, we're all good going into the tournament. The front nine, he'd just come off the Tour Championship, was a bit tired. I think we were 3 over par, if memory serves me right, in the first 5 holes. And that's where, years gone past, that would have turned into a 2 over round. And I think he shot 68 in the first round. So he grinded it out, he got through the difficult patch, got to the other side and ended up having a very good round, which put us in good position for the tournament. That's a good example. You don't have to be at the top of your game to score well. If you make the right decisions, if you think well, you can still produce a good score.
One of those things, you know, I remember about that is that I knew I was up near the lead. I knew I was 2 or 3 back at the time. I walked off 14, and I knew I needed to make up a shot in one of the next holes before I got the 17, 18.
Oh my goodness. To that pin from there, wow.
15, the back left pin, that pin's one of the tougher pins on the golf course. But there's a slope there that can feed it, and at the time I knew I needed to be more aggressive. You know, that's an instant, just knowing the data, knowing where I could probably make up a few more shots.
Look at this.
What an incredible little wedge shot. Perfect distance control.
That was an unbelievable week. We played really well. We just thought our way around the golf course. We were able to control the golf ball very well. So sometimes it's nice to know all the data in the back of your head and how holes play and everything. And other times it's frustrating, especially if you're not executing and you know there's scores to be made and you're not making those scores.
It's fine lines out here. One shot could be the difference between first and second, making the Ryder Cup, not making the Ryder Cup. Winning the major, there's just those fine lines. So every shot has so much value attached to it.
I think it's his data, his information, that's another confidence boost, and that there's certain areas of my game that I'm really good in. And I've just got to back those areas and trust myself in those areas. So I just think it's his confidence boost that he gives on a weekly basis, the way we break down golf courses to allow myself to play the best I can week in, week out and give myself a chance to win.
To watch another DP World Tour video, click here, and to subscribe, click here.